US climate envoy John Kerry ended his visit to Beijing, saying the two sides had successfully restarted cooperation and would work intensively in the lead-up to the COP28 conference in Dubai.
We had very frank conversations, but we came here to break new ground, which we think is important at this stage, and it is clear that we are going to need a little more work to be able to complete that task, which we still believe, both of us, is doable.
He said the two sides agreed on the urgency of the climate crisis. Both the US and China are experiencing record-high summer temperatures. Over 4 days, Kerry met with several Chinese leaders, including Vice President Han Zheng. Discussed was the boosting of renewable energy and the curbing of coal consumption and non-carbon dioxide emissions.
It's necessary for China, the United States, and indeed all countries in the world to strengthen coordination, build consensus, and speed up action.
Kerry said he hoped bilateral tensions would not get in the way of fighting global warming, which should be treated as a standalone issue. Chinese officials described the envoy as an old friend, but said climate change could not be separated from the overall environment of US-China relations. These are the first climate talks held between the two sides since their suspension in August, when former US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan.
Climate change is one of those few issues where there is an alignment of US and Chinese interests. It sits in the foreground, and in the background we have a whole host of incredibly fraught, incredibly contentious issues.
That contention was felt during a Communist Party environmental conference hosted by President Xi Jinping this week. He said China was committed to its goal of achieving carbon neutrality by 2060, but its path would not be dictated by others. Kerry denied that was what he was trying to do.
There was no dictation here. There was a clear exchange of ideas. If anything is dictating, it is the science.
China has bristled at US criticism of its new coal-fired power projects. State media says China already draws 30% of its energy from renewable sources.
John Kerry's visit ends as the Chinese capital sets a new record for consecutive days of high temperatures. Wednesday is the 28th day above 35 degrees. It's currently 38. The previous record in Beijing was 26 days, and that was set 23 years ago.
The sweltering heat a reminder of the need for the two superpowers to produce real results on climate change. Katrina, Al Jazeera, Beijing.
Fires are raging across Greece.